Welcome to the Morning Talk with LENORA. Morning Talk. Morning Talk with LENORA.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Morning Talk with LENORA. I had a very busy week, and as hard as I try, I still need to get rest afterwards. It takes me. It used to take me like 3 days to get it back together. I guess I'm like 2.5 now. So I went out on Friday, I went out on Saturday, and I went out on Sunday. It's not like when I go out, I'm like jumping up and because I know that, I'm going to pay for it later. So I didn't do that. But early on in the show, I'd like to say hello to someone. Hello, Ellie. I wore this just for you. It is one of my favorite things to do. I love wearing hair wraps. I do. They just kind of, it's like a very secure feeling. It's protection from my hair, from the sun. It's cute. And it's so versatile. I just love wearing them. So I wore this just for you today. So let you know that, it's just a thing that I do. To me, head wraps are like, you always got to have these little moments, Head wraps are like accessories, like different glasses, earrings, necklaces, shirts, jewelry. It's just stuff that I do. Because, as you well know, Ellie, we're girls. We can do all these things. We can wear sequins. We can do all that. I know that's the fun part about being a girl. We can wear dresses, pants, skirts, capris, bell bottoms. It's just a pleasure being a girl. So I'm glad you enjoy it. Well, the thing I wanted to tell you about today is, I did something I hadn't done in a long, long time. I went to the library. And, it's like, I got to tell you, I was a little, I was confused because, I don't know the last time I checked out a book. And for me, I don't mind telling my age, you used to use the card catalogs. So I was kind of sort of looking for it. And then I remembered that I had to get help from reference desk because I was kind of having a brain fart or something. But I have been back to the library since they started using the computer, but I just kind of forgot about it. So she gave me a quick run through on how to look up stuff on the computer and get your reference number and stuff. So I kind of got back into it. I took my iPad so I didn't have to reserve the computer and kind of let it, other people use them. And then, of course, they got the Wi-Fi. So, it's a really cool place to be. And the time I went, it was not that crowded. But next time, I think I won't carry so much stuff because walking around looking at the bookshelves with a bag with an iPad, headphones, purse, and all other crap you got is just not fun. So I won't do that part again. But I got a chance to, I did check out 2 books. I checked out 3 books. But I'm going to share 2 with you today. These are kind of like old school. Now, they're like urban, and some of the subject matter from my friend Ellie, I don't think they would be something you want to read. Just enjoy my head wrap right now. But because, they have, it's about urban life, I should say. And I read them because, it's part of, it's part of history. And it's like, it's like when I watch an old movie like Waiting to Exhale, they're old, but, they're part of my culture that I like to look back on. Well, one of the books is by Donald Goings. and it's called Daddy Cool. And I started reading it already, and you won't believe how easy it is to read. I've read some really good books, and you know, sometimes for me, I have to read for a while before I can really get into it. And then there's some books that I enjoy reading that I got to pull out a dictionary. And I like that too, because it stretches you and stuff. So I'll pull out a dictionary, or, I'll pull out a dictionary. I Google, right? So I'll check it out on Google and, look up the word. I mean, not to say that this is not intellectually challenging. I'm not saying that. But there are all kind of books. People write differently. This is like, I started reading it, and I'm kind of torn between the books. I mean, I'm going to finish them, but I really enjoyed reading them. As I said, the author of the book is Donna Goings, and he was one of the most best-selling black authors of his time. And the books are primarily about him in his life, or stories from his life, not necessarily him, but it's interesting. A lot of the previous young people, the rappers, they're kind of very familiar with Donna Goings because, he kind of tells his story in words like they tell it in rap and in music. So he's like one of those grandfathers of that era, and of telling the life of people who live in urban areas. So he kind of brought it to light. The other person that I read, and there are lots of books by him. These are just the ones that I had that were available to me at the library. Oh yeah. Yeah, I forgot. There's like I say, just look him up, and he has lots of books. And the other person is Iceberg Slim. I kind of remember reading some of these books when I was young, but when I tell you I was young, it was a long time ago, and I can't remember. But this one, he did some other books, since I think I got Ellie watching out. They're urban books too. And, but it's just, it's a story. I read a lot of other authors, like of course I can't think of none. I remember reading one of Stephen King's books on the subway in New York called Thinner. I've read his, and it was very engrossing. So I read a lot of other authors, but that's the beauty of books. You get to read about different things. Just like there are some books take you to different countries, to different lands, to different time periods. These books take you to a different life. I can't say that I grew up in it, but there are people who can really identify with the story, and I find it interesting, to read because, besides knowledge being power, it's like, the world is so digital that sometimes you got to pull yourself off of the phone and off of the computer, the desktop, laptop, iPad, and kind of get back in touch with with the real world, the world that you live in, as opposed to the virtual world. Because hey, anybody knows me can tell you I'm like on the computer, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but I'm realizing that I need to. It was broaden my scope. Now, a large part of the reason why I did so much virtual was, because of my illness many months ago. It's going on years now. I couldn't do physical things, so the computer was my refuge. I was able to, watch the lives of my friends, my former co-workers, my family on Facebook, on Instagram, and it's funny because this is kind of like almost like an anniversary for me too, because it was about this time right now, a year or so ago, that I exposed my truth. Meaning, just like I said, I was watching everybody on Facebook and on Instagram, but I was sitting at home on a ventilator breathing for me. And no one knew that except like immediate friends and family, not like your Facebook friends and family. So I posted a picture of myself on Facebook, and I'm going to dig that out. And just, I don't know, it just was the time. It was like in January, and um, I wanted to start the year off, you know, exposing my truth and what I was going through because, the Facebook and other social media things, I still call them virtual because you talk to people you never seen. You talk to people like, how I love Instagram, how it's like, there's people from Australia, Great Britain, hitting me up and, Germany and other places, who are, we're sharing posts and I think that is really cool. But no one ever knows what's going on behind the camera. So in sharing my picture of my present condition at that time, I kind of shared my reality. Um, I not really had, like I said, I went to the library yesterday. Oh yeah, and I sat on my porch. You got to I personally found that I have to find things, I'm striving to do things that make me happy. I think that's what my idea is in life right now, to do things that make me happy, but not do things that, are like weird consequences. Like some people like, if it feels good, do it. Not all the time. But in trying to do things that make me happy, one of the things that I really love, and it's probably something a lot of people might not take to, but I like sitting on my back porch, and I like eating like crab legs and clams and stuff because it's messy already, right? So I sit out on the back porch and I drink white wine. So if somebody wanna, I do. It's I drink it. One reason that I drink it because it's wine, but another thing is I always feel like it's safe to drink alcohol when I'm eating seafood. That's just me. I didn't read it anywhere. It's just something that I do. I do. I kind of, because, we were growing up here in South Carolina. We eat blue crabs. And, we'll go to the seafood store and, we'll cook them at home and sit out on a porch. And, that's family time. And I always remembered, even growing up, how people always pour like beer in the crab mixture. And to me, I guess because, I always thought that alcohol was like a cleanser or whatever. So I take that same principle. And if I'm eating it, I like to drink like wine or something with it. Because, I have an immune deficit and I'm taking immune suppressants. So, I got to think of things like that, to make sure that I don't cause myself any harm, I think. So anyway, I sit on my porch and then I put on my Beats headphones. Because, I'm really, I like to enjoy my music, but I don't want to force my music on anybody. So, being outside, I have neighbors and stuff, so now they might hear me singing badly. I get the song and I'm feeling good and I'm singing it. I don't sound like Chaka Khan, but I think I do when I'm singing it with the headphones on. So, I'm just dropping in to share some of the things I love doing. So I'm going to end it here because, I think I'm getting a blinking light. My producers tell me this is enough. So you all have a great week. And hey, Ellie. Oh, and grandson Jonas, I love you. And my other family members and those who watch me and enjoy my show. Smooches. So y'all have a great day. And Amor, I am doing fine. Look at me. I look healthy. So I love my vegan meals. Goodbye, everyone.
So y'all have a great day and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe to my channel and like it. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'll try to answer them.